Welcome. Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you. For hundreds, nay thousands, nay tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for. Even fewer ever leave. Welcome to the cave. That's me, the cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh. It makes dating hell. Besides, I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. But be careful before you judge. There is a dark place in your heart as well. Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them.
Hey YouTube, welcome to my review of The Cave. A tale of a sassy, sentient cave and the 7 people get all up inside it for our pleasure. Without further ado, I'm the gamer in your pocket and let's get on with the review. The Cave is a puzzle platformer / adventure game. You play with your choice of 3 people who each has their own specific and unique abilities. Now I say your choice because there are 7 playable characters, each with their own area in the cave, with puzzles that revolve around their ability. But you can only choose 3 per playthrough, leaving over 30 possible outcomes, and depending on the combination, you can outright skip some puzzles. Which I don't recommend you doing this on your first playthrough, but if you're going for a 4th and 5th playthrough like I did, go for it. Now for the most part it plays exactly as it looks. You use your character's ability to solve puzzles, but after a while I noticed how there was no run button, or how you couldn't jump up ropes like you could with ladders. And the jump sometimes felt floaty and unresponsive. For example, here I could not, for the life of me, get on the Ferris wheel. And more often than not, when you fall off to try to land under the platform that you were standing on, you'll probably catch the ledge. And there's a glitch that lets your character sink into the ground halfway and not move. If they didn't put in a respawn button, I would have made this section lower, but they did, so all in all, I'm good. But overall, those are just minor gripes I have with the game. Overall, I rate the gameplay 7 out of 10. Instead of music, the cave opts for sound effects. That is not to say that the cave does not have music, it's just very forgettable. But the sound effects are nearly always perfectly placed, like when you set fire to the circus area and everyone starts to scream. It puts weight behind your actions, and to its credit, I could always understand the voice acting, and I love the cave's voice from the moment it talks to the very end of the game. It's always very clear and captivating. The only complaint I have is when you play as the time traveler, she always makes a hovering noise and it gets ear grating after a while. I give this section an 8 out of 10. Where there is no mentionable music, the sound effects in combination with the voice acting is just sublime, and one of the only reasons I could play through it 5 times in the same day. Instead of going with the fully realistic design, the cave sports a cartoonish art style that I feel fits the tone of the game. One of my favorite animations is the hillbilly's walk cycle. I find it overly stereotypical and comical. They use the full color palette here, ranging from gray to bright blue to orange, and I'm happy about this. When I go through a game and find out it's all monotone, I lose interest fast and want to play something else. It's actually one of my biggest gripes with The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. It has a great story, great gameplay, but the overall art style comes off as sort of dim and dark. Luckily, I can say the opposite about the cave. Like I said earlier, there is a glitch and the occasional frame rate drops, mostly when the game autosaves. I give this section a 7 out of 10. The overarching story of the cave is that 3 people descend into the cave to find what they desire most. As you play through the characters' areas, you reveal deep dark secrets about our lovely little trio. You can find out more about the characters by collecting these cave paintings. That explains their backstories a little bit more and how they met with their fate. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I think the cave might at least be meant to resemble purgatory, since the cave is constantly judging our characters, seeing what they would do if they had another chance, and testing their morals. Stronger proof I have for this theory is in most of the cave paintings, the very last one you get by beating the game implies the character has died with a more literal sense inside the twins' cases. I give this section a 9 out of 10. Overall, the cave is insanely entertaining and I recommend you play it for yourself. I give this game an overall score of 8 or an average of 7.75. I enjoyed it for my 5 playthroughs, and even though it has a few problems, I don't think they will get in the way of playing and enjoying the funny dialogue of the cave and solving some of the medium challenging puzzles. If you like this video, please tell your friends about it. As always, thank you for watching.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.